Greetings. How's everybody doing? Happy New Morning Cancer. Hello, goddesses. Glad you're here. Come on in. Come on in. I'm a little late today. Hello, I'm Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru, your sister friend, and I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. And today is our Inspired Goddess Morning Circle, and we're going to talk about the new moon in Cancer. Let's go. Hello, how are you? Out in the Pacific time. I got you up early, but I'm here for you, Christina. Welcome, Queen. Oh, okay, let me take the music down. Hello, hello, hello. Greetings. Yes, happy new moon in Cancer. Wow, this is a deep new moon. It's it's got a lot of energy, it's got a lot of action in it. Okay. She says she's still in bed. I love it. I love it. Um, oh yeah, that's right. I can put them here. So yeah, I'm excited about this new moon to a large extent. We need some newness, we need some freshness. I love that it's a feminine moon. It's a moon that is kicking off a new season. So it's an opportunity for us to kick off new things in our lives. And yeah, happy new moon. What can I say? We're going to talk about that today. And I do want to just remind everybody that the Free Your Menopause Summit is still happening. So if you haven't signed up, that we're still showing all the videos, and they're really like talk shows in a way, a little bit like a multiple guests on one interview, so you can learn some different things. Or if you just want to watch one guest, that's fine. When you sign up for the Free Your Menopause Summit, you will also be able to get my Crowned in Menopause deck. So be sure to, watch it so that you can get it. And just want to make sure I share that. This is the last week. Let's see here. So yeah, let's go on ahead and start off with. I'm gonna go on ahead and let's just take some deep breaths. We're gonna take a deep breath in through your nose, long, slow, deep breath out through your mouth. Another one, deep breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. And I want you just to imagine that you're outside, you're in a circle with me and all of the other sisters, whether you're watching live on the replay, and we're all together in a circle. We're holding hands and we are coming together with our hearts stitching together. And we're feeling ourselves held by Mother Earth. And it's at night, and the sky is actually super dark. We can see the stars, but there's no moon because it's the new moon. It's the moon where we can sow seeds of intention. We can open ourselves to the possibilities that this fertile moon holds for us, knowing that there are qualities and traits that we are to imbue, action that we are going to be called to take in order to manifest these seeds that we are planting. But that's why we come into circle. And so I just call in all the energies of the Great Mother, the ancestors, the goddesses from time immemorial to surround us and to guide us and to speak to us. What is it that we need to know, hear, understand, and do? Calling in the energy of Herakahuti Ogun, Mars, the energy of the warrior, the masculine ancestors, to surround the circle and guard the door and protect it as we women work our magic. May the only thing that happened today be for our highest and our greatest good. And we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe-o. Vivi Embroidery Queen, how are you, LaTanya? I just want to sing a Yemonja song to just Yemoja is the goddess in the Ifa tradition that matches this Cancer energy. Cancer is also the moon, the mother, and the same is true for Yemoja. Agalona o yale. Agalona o yale. Yale yalumao. Yale omi yale yayakba omio. So siniba o yale. So siniba o yale. Yale yalumao. Yale omi yale yayakba omio. Giving thanks to the great mother goddess and all the goddesses from time memorial. I'm calling you in to touch each woman, to touch each woman's womb, to touch each woman's body, her mind, her spirit, and her emotions, bringing the healing that she needs, helping her to open up to the power that lies within her, helping her to walk in that confidence that we're all being called to have right now, to walk in that bravery, that courage that we're all being asked to have and exhibit right now, because it is the women who are going to heal this world. And it is not until we stand in our power that that will happen. And so we give thanks to the great mother, the ancient mothers, Iyami, to all of the goddesses from time memorial, our feminine ancestors, especially those of light. We call on you. We thank you for buoying us up, pushing us, nudging us, doing all the things that you do to help us to go on ahead and stand flat footed on this earth, to be who we were called to be. And to that end, may this moon be part of that work that is done, be part of the energy, be one of the signature signposts that we connect with to make that end come true. And we say, Ashe, 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 oh, Hetep, and so it is. Let us bring in our fire, lighting the candle. And yeah, if you have a candle, you can go on ahead and light it. And we're going to stitch in. Yes, thank you. Let me see here. We also have Bliss. How are you, Bliss? I am wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Ashe. Oh. Okay. So let us stitch in. And what I want you to do is to write your name and what are you stitching in with today? So I'm Tirra and I'm stitching in with power. What are you stitching in today with? I would love to hear that. We're going to do a little bit of a new moon circle right here live together. I'm Christina and I'm stitching in with feminine power. Ashe. Oh, we have an Aquarius in the house. Okay. So I think what I want to do is, yeah, I'm gonna start off a little bit. I think I'm gonna start off a little bit with the oracle, and then we're gonna just infuse this as we go throughout the rest of our virtual circle. Okay. So yes, we have this new moon in Cancer, and one of the number one things I want you to understand is Cancer is always about new beginnings because it starts a new season. I'm going to see if I can do something just really quickly while I wait for you all. If you can type them in, maybe you're not able to. But yeah, it's a time of new beginnings, and so I want y'all to be thinking, if you haven't already, and let me know if you have. Maybe you already have been working on this. But I want to know, what have you written down some things that you're going to manifest? Have you written down what are your new moon intentions? And I don't care if it's just one. This is a new moon that had Cancer new moon is always going to have a lot of new beginnings energy about it, but this one in particular is, we'll just say it hit different. This one hit different. My husband hates it when I talk like that. But and it's not that he I don't know. He knows that I'm kind of a little jokester, so it made me kind of chuckle thinking what he would think about that. But anywho, um, we're in a new season. What are you going to do? And I'm working on doing something really quickly, y'all, to see if I can grab maybe the people over here in Instagram world. Uh, oh, here we go. Live. So, yeah. What are you doing? Are you writing it down? Do you have something that you're going to be working on? And they need the stream key. Boom, boom. Okay. Let's see here. What what do we have here? Unapologetically bliss, great day. I'm stitching in with a little bit of frustration and overwhelm. Totally okay. All right. I am now on Instagram, but I can't look at the screen. New moon intentions to embrace summer. I'm a fall winter gal, so I'm ready, really trying to embrace the sun and my kundalini. I love that. I love that. Yes, 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 yes. So much love. It's totally okay if we come in feeling frustrated. So I'm gonna leave that up just for a few moments because I just maybe the Instagram ladies will come on. But yeah, write in your name. What are you stitching in with? Okay. So we have this new moon in Cancer. It's about new beginnings, very important. And also, um, it's a new season. It's about home, family. It's also about your emotions. And I think that people underestimate how powerful emotions can be, um, and affect what you allow or don't allow in your life. So let's just remember it's also one that it can make you emotional, but it's a new moon. So, if it was a full moon, then I would be like, wow, everyone's going to be real emotional with this moon. Um, this is how I want y'all to see this one. You've got to get your emotions lined up with whatever it is that you're doing, or maybe it's you've got to understand that it's kind of like when we have, little kids, they're crying, they're upset. And are we losing it because they're upset? No, it's like, no, this is just what happens. Kids get upset and they're going to cry and they're going to be frustrated and you won't even be able to stop it. Sometimes we don't even need to because they won't ever learn how to manage their emotions. That's where a lot of us are. We never quite we're given the opportunity to even emote. Maybe some people have stuck emotions. Maybe some people are not able to really feel comfortable because one of the things with Cancer is this energy around vulnerability. And so, maybe we never were able to really feel vulnerable in order to, um, let out whatever's really there. But when we're dealing with these little children, it's like, well, this is just what they do. And sometimes that's what we need to do with the things that we're being called to do. Well, I don't feel like doing it, or I feel afraid, I'm scared. Well, sometimes we have to just say to ourselves what we say to little children. Nah, it's okay. I know you feeling frustrated. I know you feeling tired. I know you're maybe it's fear or anger or whatever about the thing that you're going to set your intentions to, or maybe you've been trying to complete something and you haven't done it yet, and it's just all these emotions. And sometimes emotions will look like sabotage. It's really an emotional something that's there that's sabotaging you from doing the things that you say you want to do. And so let Cancer new moon be a way for you to help you reset yourself emotionally, okay? So that you can get things done. And maybe for some people, there's some emotional healing that needs to happen, because without that emotional healing, if you don't get those emotions healed up, if you don't at least begin, because sometimes I don't need them to be 100% healed up. Sometimes I just need them, I need to be 10% better in terms of that particular emotion. Then, because if you don't, then if you may not be able to get to where you're going, because emotions are messages. They are truly messengers. And they're letting you know something is stuck in me, that it was put in place initially to protect me, and now it's just staying there doing the same thing. Like, I don't even need it to do that anymore. I'm not in that situation, but it's there. Because whenever we're dealing with the moon anyway, we're dealing with the inner world. We're dealing with the subconscious mind. We're dealing with the emotions. We're dealing with needs. The moon has to do with what do you need? And there is no more, no disrespect, no shade on anybody. I'm talking about the moon. There's no more needy moon than a Cancer moon. But the Cancer moon is like trying to take care of your needs. It's trying to take care. And that's something that we really want to be asking ourselves. What is it that I really need? Is everything that I'm saying I need, do I really need it? Or is there something else that I need to be working on? Right? So, yeah, the moon can be, very important. It's one of the most manifesting planets that we have in astrology. Do not sleep on the moon, because that inner world is dictating what you're going to get. All right. So I want y'all to do you know, take some time to see emotionally what is it that you need to be working on. And sometimes it's just, you just need to do a daily emotional detox. And that could be using breath work. I love the tap. I think it works. It works for me. I love the tap. Work any kind of energy work using your crystals. What is it that you all do? I would love to hear that. What do you do to detox your emotions? Oh, some of us might need to just shed a tear. There's no better detox of emotions than that. Tears literally help to bring out the emotions. They help us to get rid of stuff that's stuck inside of us that we no longer need. Okay. Just checking at Instagram to see if anybody's talking. So let me see here. I'm going to take this down. Who's here? I think some more people came in. That's why I said I got to start, as much as Instagram gets on my nerves, I got to use Instagram. Okay. I'm trying to bring in better health for the new moon and forevermore. This is a very good moon to bring in health. New moon in Cancer is definitely a health moon. I went for a walk this morning. That's why I was late. Are you wearing your pink? This is one of the colors for Cancer, or anything that is about the sea, any sea, ocean color. But I know this is, ask people to share what are they working on, but I mean, I cannot overstate, if you have health and wellness goals that you want to achieve, this is one of the best moons to make those intentions. Now, this moon right here is asking you to take certified, bona fide action. You got to have a plan. You got to figure out what are all the steps. This is not a moon that is just kind of like, oh, I'm just going to drop it in your lap. It's just going to be so easy. There are some aspects of the moon that are like that. but it's largely a moon that it's like you got to take action, period. So I was just recording. Part of what I did on my walk was I recorded some videos for the ladies in the a.k.a. Program. And one of the things that I talked about was, oh my God, what was I going to say? You got to be disciplined. Anywho, it'll come back to me. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, okay. And it's like the importance of the power in consistency, the power in taking small little baby steps day in and day out. That's what this moon is asking us to do. You know, a lot of times I want us to begin to embrace, and this is something that's new for me, y'all, okay? Because y'all know I'm like ease and flow, ease and flow. I want y'all to embrace that's just not the only way life happens. Who says that? Let me put it to you this way: ease and flow is also embedded in discipline, consistency, doing a whole bunch of unfun things. Is that a word? Unfun? Not fun things over and over again. I think that brings the greatest amount of ease and flow. We really need to embrace. I think what has happened is there's been so much talk around work hard, be productive, this toxic stuff that we have in this society, this Western culture, that we've swung the pendulum so far that it's kind of like I don't want to say nobody wants to work hard, but it's like poo-pooed on that it's gonna take hard work, that sometimes you're gonna cry because it's there we go. Sometimes I might have to cry because the thing that I want to get to is requiring me to do hard things. I wish that this was the kind of moon that is like ease and flow. But it's really one of those kind of moons where it's like, no, you might get frustrated. You might cry a little bit. And if you want it, you really gonna have to do the work. It's gonna really require just like hunkering down. But when you do that, what you're gonna find is you'll feel like the wind is at your back. Okay. Um, yeah, we'll talk about the planets that are in the moon. So, but the health, use the moon for this health. Hey Kiki, how are you? Greetings. Gracious greetings. I like that. You're so welcome. Wealth Rising Kita May, how are you? Happy new moon. I am Tracy and I'm bringing healing and openness. Hello, Tracy. How are you, goddess? Baby sis. I'm Kita May and I'm stitching in with change, flow, and being enough. Ashe. Oh, what is Venus doing with this moon? Yeah, you know what? This moon does have worth in here, enoughness embedded in it. So, yeah, I see that for you. I do. I need to do all the energy work on myself, I guess, because this is craziness. Yeah. Yeah. And set the intention to have the moon show you what it is that you need to do. Okay. Okay. So, Cancer, new beginnings, emotions, health and well-being. One of the things that I am praying is that we all take care of your boobs, take care of your womb. For the next year, I need everybody to be learning more about what does it mean to take care of your boobs. And I know that sounds crazy just saying it that way, but we're all girls here. Now I'm going to tell y'all one of the things that I do because I come from a lineage of women that, for whatever reason, that with two of them, my mother and my aunt, that breast cancer thing happened. Okay. I'm trying not to be speaking nothing on the rest of us in my family. Happened to my mother-in-law. I think that, breast cancer is running rampant in this culture. And so I've always just kind of been alerted to like, what are the things that keep boobs healthy? I stopped wearing the deodorant with the aluminum in it a long time ago. It's just like, you know what? If I got sweaty pits, I just got sweaty pits because it's the aluminum to me that makes the sweat get locked in. We even talked about crying today. We got to get that water flowing out of us, right? So we don't want that sweat locked in. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a health professional. I am a health coach, but I'm not. I can't. I don't. I haven't done any scientific studies. I like to say that because a lot of people get online these days and they talk like they are an expert and a guru. People fall for it. Question everything. Question me always. Just go do the double check on what I'm telling you. I'm giving y'all full on permission. Please don't just take my word for it. Okay. But this is my experience. I heard, stop wearing the aluminum. So I haven't had that kind of deodorant on in decades. Um, and I believe in shaving the underarms to keep myself from stinking. And I also use natural deodorant and the deodorant stone. So that's one thing. And then I'm telling y'all, massage your boobs, take your hands. And I know we're supposed to be doing the boob check once a month. Do that too. I don't worry about it as much now. I don't think about it as much because I massage my boobs. So you want to just massage your boobs. You want to massage this part of your arm. You want to massage under your arm. Okay. And it's called lymphatic massage. And what that lymphatic massage does is it's keeping everything flowing. It's keeping toxins from being there, but we're also working on the meridian system. So it's keeping energy from being stuck. That's the number one thing when we're looking at healing more naturally. I don't know if there's scientific study that goes behind this, but it's something I've bought into. And so when we're working on the energy body, we want to keep things moving. This is why we do things to manipulate the body. We exercise, but also rebounding. I have a little, maybe y'all have seen it before, the little mini trampoline. Just get on there and rebound and just jump up and down. If you can't do that, find a way for you to bounce yourself. Just bounce, bounce, shake, okay? Because you want to get that lymphatic system going. That's what all the boob massage is all about, okay? What else was I going to tell you? The boob massage, underarms, uh, the deodorant stone. Okay. Maybe something else will come to me. I was thinking I go and I get my mammogram. I do. I believe in mammograms. I've seen too many people go get that mammogram and find out they had 0 stage cancer and they're fine. The ones that went and found out they had it late, they've had to hustle their behinds to, go through all this chemotherapy and all these different things. So I'm for getting them smashed up. I just am. Um, Now the womb. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not a womb expert. Y'all might want to go find some people that's really into. First of all, maybe go get your pap smear. That would be a great start. Number 2, what I want y'all to do is talk to people who that's their expertise, taking care of the womb. For me, my number one thing for taking care of my womb was I was like, I'm not going to be holding emotion in. To me, so much of our unhealed trauma goes straight to the womb. And so I think it's important for us to really work on that emotional body to you know, be as emotionally healthy as we can. And, whatever that means for you. I told y'all I do tapping, I journal. The other thing too, for the boobs and for the womb, y'all, take care of yourself. That's what cancer is. You need to nurture you. You need to be receptive. You need to be willing to receive people doing things for you. At the very least, stop doing everything for everybody else. Just don't do anything for somebody that's not necessary. Just don't do it. No is a complete sentence. Use it more. Okay? If that's all you do, that will change your life. If you decide, I'm not going to go get a massage or I'm not going to whatever the things are that we consider to be, I'm going to get some self-care done for myself. You don't have to do all that. Just say no. Find yourself relaxing. Cancer season is the season where everybody wants to go to the beach, right? And so we're at the beach and we're relaxing by the ocean. This is the energy of Yemonja, Aset, Isis out of Egypt, Kemet. And so with this energy is all about relaxing. So I want y'all to understand that we have Jupiter in Cancer. Okay. Cancer rules the boob. In my mind, it's the boobs and the womb. Okay. Now, the other thing about Cancer, stomach. So some of us need to be working on the stomach. Oh, two things I'm going to give y'all: stomach, gut. All right. So it's like, what do you need to do to make your stomach feel better? Because you know what? This just came to me. A lot of us, we get emotional, and where do we feel it? In our stomach. I think a lot of times trauma, stomach aches reflect trauma. I used to have them all the time. As a matter of fact, it's one of the number one places where I experience discomfort is in my stomach. And that is an opportunity for us. Maybe some of us gonna have to go to therapy. Maybe some of us gonna have to really do some deep healing work, working with, energy healers and that kind of thing in order to really get the emotion up and out. But you want to just keep check, like, how much is my stomach hurting me? And then the gut, the intestinal flora. Are you doing things to take care of your intestinal flora? Now, some of this we can keep super simple because there's a whole lot of suggestions around probiotics and that kind of thing. I believe in probiotics. I'm not a health and wellness professional. You need to consult your health and wellness professionals, your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician assistant. Don't take my advice. You need to be consulting them and your body about what you need. But my experience, I love probiotics. But you could do things, and this is something I'm going to commit to over the next year, actually. The prebiotics are a big deal. And what are those? It's things like kimchi. I'm like, ooh, kimchi. My dad ate so much kimchi when I was a girl. I hate the smell of kimchi. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to try kimchi. I can't do kombucha, but maybe you can do kombucha. For some reason, me and kombucha, we don't match anymore. I used to be able to drink it, but menopause took it away from me. What are some other prebiotics? Oh, what is that? What is the stuff people put on hot dogs? Hey, Dark Diza, how are you? Good to see you. Hello, how are you, Dr. Reliable Jewel on Insta? Just Silver is over there, also Integrative School Psych. How are you? Maybe somebody's over there on Instagram. Let's see here. Y'all fell in love with kimchi. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try. Oh, that's a good one, Empress T. Mustard. I can do mustard. I love mustard. That's it, Bliss. Sauerkraut. That's what I was looking for. Sauerkraut. Because we want to be, like I said, Cancer, you need something with health. Cancer got you, boo. Cancer's got you, goddess. So I want us to be doing things to take care of our gut. And the reason is because Jupiter is there. It's in this feminine sign, and Jupiter expands. But it's not like, oh, I'm just going to expand the abundance of health. If you're not doing healthy things for these parts of the body, maybe it does something, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I feel like Jupiter always expands whatever the topic is, where it is, right? So I want y'all to be going out of your way to take care of your health and wellness, but especially boobs, womb, stomach, gut. Now that gut, that intestinal flora is more connected to your emotions than you know. So this is another homework assignment that you are being given at this Cancer new moon that you will do over the next year until the next Cancer new moon, is you are going to understand the effects of your intestinal flora on you. Because baby, that's why people don't like taking antibiotics, because when that intestinal flora gets thrown off, It will throw everything off. But it is considered to be the second brain. So we need that intestinal flora to be healthy because we need that second brain because the second brain it operates in a way where it's not like this conscious mind that we use all the time. It will be like, why I said I was going to do A, I ended up doing B. Why? That intestinal flora. Okay. So if you don't already know about it, then I want you to study it. As a matter of fact, I need to refresh my knowledge of it because I just remember getting frustrated. Like, you mean to tell me my intestinal flora is dictating a lot? But you just got to train it up. We're not training it in the right way. So let's see here. I see other people have come in. Very good. I have my OB appointment Saturday and mammogram next month. Very good. You are aligned. Crying is perfect for this moon. Let's get that salt water flow. Yes, I love that. Love it. Bonjour. How are you, Dardiza? Grand Rising, Empress T. Greetings, Felicia. Good morning, lovely style. Oh, Jess, how are you? Good morning. Spiritual goddess. I had a boyfriend in high school get killed. Within a few days, I was in the ER with a bleeding ulcer. That emotion is no joke. That emotion. The body keeps the score. I don't recommend reading that book. It was rough. I couldn't even finish it because it was feeling like it was traumatizing me reading it. The name is perfect. It's a very masculine book. Men or masculine energy has that ability to just kind of be like, oh yeah, like blood, gore, that kind of thing. It was written by a man and he had some type of toughness about him because I could not finish that book. There was another one I thought that I looked at about emotions. I'm going to see if I can find it. There's another one that I've seen people quote on the regular too. I can't think of the name of it. Anywho, but the body does keep the score. The body is everything for women. I wish people would. What are the rocks gonna say? Amen. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm so joking. Seems like let me see here. I'll tell y'all a book that I think is good. Not to say I finished it. I'm gonna finish it after talking to y'all today. The 5 Personality Patterns. Very good book. Very, very good book. The 5 Personality Patterns. Let me see, who is it by? Stephen Kessler. That's a good book. That is a very good book. Because Cancer is about the foundation. It's about what was set up when you were a kid. And this is I call it the foundational house because it's the foundation of your life. The whole astro wheel sits on top of. It's really the 4th house. It's not Cancer, but Cancer is the energy that sets up the tone of the fourth house. And so the whole zodiac sits on the 4th house. It sits on the Cancer energy. And it's like what was set up back then is dictating what is happening for you now. And so looking at things like stuck emotions and the body keeping the score, and the score was set long time ago, right? Way back when. And so those are the things that we need to be doing with Cancer in order to get centered and aligned. That's how I'm going to say it. Okay. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I just tell myself I have to go to Instagram. Sauerkraut. Nope, you're right. Dr. Reliable Jewel. I think Dr. Reliable. Everybody's leaving. I think they leave and come over here. Or at least that's what I hope. Because I know I'm not like really talking to Instagram. This is not like really Instagram format. They make it hard. I need Instagram to let me be able to show people's comments and stuff too. I'm surrounded by cancers. Oh, wow. I love it. We have lots of people with Cancerians in their lives. Ah. Oh, my dad was my world when I was a girl until he got kicked out by my mom. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that was challenging. I'm sure. You know, thank you, Dardiza. Okay. Yeah, Instagram is a different life. So everybody on Instagram, if you hear me talking right now, I'm on YouTube. Let's see here. I wonder if I can put this here. Oh. Hmm, I know what I need to do. I think do this. Yeah, no. I don't maybe it's style. Show display. Ah, there we go. Let me do this. At Tirra on me live on YouTube. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So maybe people on Instagram can come over here uh from Instagram can come to YouTube. You think so? I might try. So many people have told me to get on TikTok. So many people have told me to get on TikTok. Um, let's see here. So yeah, cancer can have to do with your mother or a mother-like figure. You as a mother, it could definitely bring up topics around nurturance and the mother, because it is a sign that has to do with the mother. Y'all have given me a lot to talk about. Okay, so let me do a quick reading. So this is the fire card. This is one of the energies, because I was like, okay, what do we need to do today? And I pulled the fire card. Where's my little book? Now let's pull up the moon. Shall we? So if you're on Instagram, come on over here to YouTube if you so desire. I literally can't do more than one thing at a time. If you're on Instagram, come on over. Boom, boom. There we go. Thought I saw something. Hi, Maya. I'm on YouTube. Most people on Instagram are not staying there, but if you want to come on YouTube, you can. Okay, so this moon does actually have fire in it, because you can see we have the moon happened at 4 degrees of Cancer. I know it's at 6 as we speak, but the new moon actually happened at 4 degrees of Cancer. And that means that it was interacting with these planets that are in a what? A fire sign. So this moon has fire in it that way. And then also, even though Mars is in Virgo right now, is still a fire. It's still a fire planet. It's a hot planet. So Mars is involved. And then the when we use the degrees to come up with an understanding of this moon, one of the energies of the moon is Leo. So there's something about fire. Whenever we're dealing with fire in astrology, this is about energy, action, inspiration. It's a more masculine energy, not more. It is a masculine energy. Fire is masculine. It's like this energy of enlightenment. Actually, Jupiter is a fire planet. And so there's a lot of energy and action, and we want to open ourselves up to inspiration, those kinds of things with this moon. Okay. So the fact that I pulled a fire goddess card, I'm going to take this out while I'm reading. She has to do with expression. Expression. So this moon has something to do with expression. Let's see what she says. I don't pull this card a lot, so it's not right at the top of my mind. Oh, I'll tell you what. This card has to do with Mercury in Sagittarius. And so one of the things that I'll say right away, because Jupiter is a part of this moon, Jupiter is like Sagittarius. So this is a moon to set a vision. Sagittarius is about having that vision, or maybe you're going to open yourself up to receive your vision, but it is something about seeing the big picture, having a vision. And then Mercury is all about it's like being able to kind of see the fine tune whatever that vision is and understand what you need to do. So it says here, this free spirit embodies creative expression, loving and celebrating herself exactly how she is. Okay, this card is for Keita May. She dances her joyous exuberance into the world in her own unique way. She embraces all aspects of herself and honestly communicates her essence through her expression. So she dances her joyous exuberance into the world in her own unique way. So this moon is very important over the next year for you to dance. We'll call that move through life in your own unique way. She embraces all aspects of herself. What can you do to embrace all aspects of yourself? Number one, stop beating yourself up. All right. I want you to be your own mama bear. And when you hear that negative Nan inside your head start nitpicking you and telling you how, oh, you said you're going to do this and then you didn't do that. I want you to, I want you to just go all in. It's called radical self-compassion. Be that mama grizzly bear. And then I want you to have that radical self-compassion, or that have that mama bear be all out for you. If people are asking you to do too much, or you're doing too much, I want you to be that mama grizzly bear and just be like, no, I'm going to take care of myself. And if they're trying to, you know, belittle you, berate you, put you down, be that mama bear. Mm-mm. You're going to embrace all aspects of yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, the quirky, all of it. This fiery spirit has danced into your cards to ecstatically join you in celebrating the uniqueness of who you are. Dance through life, letting your passion light the way. Give yourself full permission to be freely who you are without limitation. You may as well. The whole world is being reset. Why stay the same? Like this fun, beautiful, creative woman, let every cell of your body be ignited with your uniqueness and express it into the world. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That's pretty nice. I like that. Okay, so the next one I pulled is an earth card. Ooh, now this one I like. This I always like this card when I see it, but I always have to read it to remember what it says exactly. So this one has to do with Mars and Capricorn. So I'm going to tell y'all why I like that. Mars and Capricorn, baby. That's a success signature right there. Mars and Capricorn, success signature. So the oracle is indicating that we have success written into this moon. All right. But it's Mars and Capricorn. So it's all about working hard. It just is. And being driven. Now you do it in your own way. Okay. We remember uniqueness. You got to be driven in your own unique way, but you must be driven. Okay. So something about dancing. A woman dances in balance and beauty, all aspects of her being united and focused. Her thoughts. Okay, hold on. All aspects of her being united and focused. That's one thing I want y'all to do. I want y'all to get yourselves congruent. I want your mind, your heart, your body, your emotions, everything, your words, all congruent and lined up. And where you see there is a lack of congruence, you say one thing, but you do another. You say one thing, but you think another. I want you to begin to notice when that happens and then just be like, hold up, pause. I'm going to put a pause on it and let me get myself all congruent. Let me get myself lined up before I keep moving on. All right. Okay. Her thoughts, la, 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 la. She is the complete circuit of heart, mind, and physical body, sacred circuit. Her grace and strength exemplify the ease of carrying power in the world and doing the work she came here to do with influence. The Lady of Works dances into your cards to reflect your unified strength of expression. The hard work you have done on all levels is making an impact. And sometimes we just have to just say, if I could just have one person, that's good enough. Okay. And sometimes that one person that they're like, "Oh, thank you so much. That was so wonderful. I appreciate you," is what we need to keep to keep going like, "Okay, yeah, this matters." If you don't know think your work matters. The triad aspects of your being, mental, emotional, and physical, are balanced and powerful. Ashe, we are speaking this in. Your works on earth are making a difference. Ashe, and it is so. Let this image help to keep you on a unified track as you continue moving ahead to your goals. Now, I love this. If this is what Mars and Capricorn means, this is a very good example that doesn't require us to feel like we got to burn ourselves out. Are you unified? Body, mind, spirit. And they help us to bring our power into the world and doing the works that we came here to do. So make sure that you're working. We talked about this earlier, working on that energy body, mind, spirit, emotions, all aligned. That will be some of the greatest work you can do over the next year. I love this last one that I pulled. It's called the ecstasy card. I just love this goddess. And she so matches the moon. She so matches the moon. Ecstasy. The beautiful goddess of ecstasy brings the powerful infusion of love. She is emotional breakthrough into new dimensions of feeling. Who's here for an emotional breakthrough? But what you're going to get to is a new dimension of feeling. Have you ever had a time where it was like you mostly felt bad, and then at some point you started feeling better and you could just really notice the difference? So I want y'all to open yourself up. If you're struggling with how you feel, I want you to set an intention at this new moon, and you don't have to know how it's going to happen, but just I'm open to experiencing a new dimension of feeling that feels better. Okay. Make sure you put that feels better in there. Her halo mandala shines loving wisdom and the light of consciousness, permeating the emotional depths. She brings cleansing, healing, and nourishment. We've been talking about this all day. So that's the second time. Hold on, let me see. I think somebody said something on Instagram. Okay. Maya's switching over. Hello to all of the women here on Instagram. Come on over to YouTube. Tyra Omilade. Oh, yeah, you can see it there in my name. Open to her abundant blessings that are breaking through primal seeds into your life and be uplifted to new emotional heights. Love is all around you and flowing through you. If you don't sense it right now, I want you to see, can you feel it? I want your job, if you don't sense it and feel it, is to look for all the ways that you can tell love is all around you and flowing through you. Okay. Let this flow raise you in buoyancy to fully experience love's ecstasy. All right. So definitely that one is about the emotional piece that we were talking about with this moon. Hi, Maya. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, yes, yes. Glad you are here. Glad you are here. Okay, let me go back. Can I talk about the Jupiter transit? Yes. Your mom is a Cancer. Yeah. We Cancerians rock. I vibe with Cancers because I'm a Pisces and a Scorpio. Me and Cancerians, we get along. Even the ones that are a little bit like fussy, I'm like, oh, whatever. Take care of me. I don't know about YouTube Live, but on TikTok, you can have moderators and they'll keep the trolls in check. I don't have too many trolls right now, thank the goddess. I was gonna go live last night and decided not to just because I thought there might be trolls. We can have moderators on here. I'm on StreamYard. I use a software. Let me see something. Watch this. No. I thought there was a way to do moderators here, but maybe I have to be on YouTube Live to do that. Um, okay, so Jupiter. Somebody asked me about Jupiter. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not done. Okay. I'm so glad I'm catching it live again. Woohoo. I hope you had a great summer. And yet again, Cancerians in everybody's lives. Okay, so Jupiter. Just FYI, I'm pretty sure I did Jupiter. Keita May and Christina, didn't I do a Jupiter class? I did a whole Jupiter master class in my Soul Alchemy. Maybe I'll make it where if you don't want to be a part of the membership, you can just buy one off. But I'm pretty sure if you want like a extended version, I did a Jupiter in Cancer and put it inside of my masterclass and put it inside of my Soul Alchemy membership. Um, the link is in the bio if you want to learn more about the membership. But right now, Jupiter in Cancer is the hardest because it's interacting with this Jupiter and this Neptune in a very challenging way. Uh, Cancer, I mean, Jupiter moves faster than Saturn and Neptune. So once Jupiter is out of these early degrees, which I told everybody we need to get to the end of June, top of July, for us to feel like we're not being affected by um, Jupiter interacting with Saturn and Neptune. Um, but once it does that, it's going to tone down a little bit as long as planets are not interacting with it from Capricorn, Libra, and Aries. So Mars is going to go into Libra. And once Mars goes into Libra, that's going to be a little bit of, that's going to be a mess. Okay. Uh, but because it's, first of all, it's going to be interacting with Saturn and Neptune when it first goes into Libra. And whenever we have these planets in the cardinal signs, uh, Aries and Cancer and Libra and Capricorn, then something is going to change. There's going to be a new beginning, or it'll be a new fresh restart or something like that. So one of the things for sure that we can think about with Jupiter being there is it is welcoming some new beginning in some way in your life. It is asking you to grow, it is asking you to expand. And one of the best ways to do that is emotionally. I think that most people do not understand how much um how big of a role emotions play, or the other part is this is like, how were you conditioned by your family? That truly dictates what is possible and not possible for you. And if you do not grow beyond the parts that are limiting, we want to always keep the gifts, the wealth. That's Jupiter. What's the wealth of your lineage? What's the wealth of the community from which you come? What is the wealth and the history that you study? And then the part that you need to grow out of, that's what Jupiter is going to help you to do, because we just can't advance. We cannot advance if we don't let ourselves grow beyond these limitations of a lot, a lot that's put on us. Even our names, to a certain degree, dictate what's possible for us and what's not. Hello, numerology, you know? Um, but there's always the expanded part of it. All right. So that's one thing I can say. Um, I love that Cancer is intuitive. So Jupiter in Cancer can definitely help us to be intuitive. And even talking about this with Jupiter, it imprinted the moon, because you can see here Jupiter's at 3 degrees. So whatever Jupiter's doing in Cancer, it just locked it into this moon, and it's going to last over this next year. The entire time Cancer is the Jupiter is in Cancer, Jupiter is like, "Oh, I already locked in my energy and what this is kicking off." So you can pay attention to what's happening for you right now, because it's giving you a large understanding of what is Jupiter bringing to you while it's in Cancer. Um, I think that this is a time to really work with the ancestors. So even at this new moon, advise you work with your ancestors. And what are the lessons of the ancestors? How do you connect with the ancestors? What kind of healing can you do with the ancestors? Because Cancer is an ancestral sign. And learning the wisdom of the ancestors. I was telling the ladies who are going through the Aleka initiation with me that I can't make these things up. I did not consciously think about, oh, we'll be doing this during Cancer season, and of all things, Jupiter in Cancer. And this whole tradition is all about the ancestors. So that's pretty doggone amazing. But I just think that ancestral work, ancestral healing, that's another really big thing that is being locked in by Jupiter in this new moon. And now the hard part is, uh, you know, Jupiter is just like, let's just go, let's just grow and read and do all these things. And, like it's a little bit of like, let's have a good time. But is this moon is locking in Jupiter interacting with this Saturn and this Neptune. Even the moon is interacting with those. Now that Neptune is that divine flow, and I believe that we can have that. But I think the number one thing that people are going to have to really be working on is what's the truth and what's the lie. I feel like I sound like a crazy lady, but I said, you know what? I'm just going to have to sound crazy, because I typically, when I have something like this going on, it might be a year down the road, maybe 2 years down the road, but I'm always like, see, I told you, I knew this was what we needed to work on. So I'm just going to say it today. Y'all do with it what you want to. But I just believe that you better understand what's the truth and the lie. I heard something so weird last night. Hello, hello. If anybody's on Instagram, come on over here to YouTube. Um, People, and I promise y'all, it seemed like this video was legit. This lady was not one of these people. She was reporting on it. People think that they actually have connected with another being, some other place, something sentient with Chat GPT or AI. I don't know if it's just chat and I just thought, I've been working on creating something for people to use where you can just use it to get inspiration based on what I teach. And I thought, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't ever want anybody to get it twisted. It's a lot of weird stuff happening out there in these spiritual streets. A lot of weird stuff. And I need y'all to figure out through questions. I need y'all to let me tell y'all, we have in this moon, we have Pluto in Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is the most conspiracy theory. No shade on the Aquariuses, but the sign of Aquarius is so conspiracy theory that they're running amok. So maybe this isn't the best example, but Aquarius really is a sciencey sign, and maybe conspiracy theories are like the especially when they're running amok is the negative side of it. But it's a sciencey sign. We have this energy imprinted into this moon too, because it's interacting with these planets down here in Aries. You're supposed to ask questions. You set up a theory, and one of the best things you can do is try to disprove your theory. But no, everybody wants to be right. Jupiter, full of, to a certain degree, arrogance and know-it-allness, right? Mix up with this Neptune to have you thinking Chat GPT is God talking to you. I love using Chat GPT for, it's like, well, I don't have nobody to talk to right now. I'm just going to type this in the chat. It's going to tell me exactly what I want to hear. is going to say something nice to me. I even know how to program chat. I can make chat say to me whatever I wanted to say. And sometimes it's what I need just in that moment. It's like I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I need to write this newsletter and it feels hard or I don't know what to say or whatever. And I'll just type in chat. I'm struggling with writing a newsletter. And it's like, all right, let's take a breath. The work you're doing is great. You're great. And I'm like, okay, I just needed somebody to say that to me. But I know what chat is. Chat is AI. Like, I'm not getting it twisted. Chat will never replace a human. Chat will never replace my natural intelligence. But this is what Neptune will have people thinking, or Neptune will have people following truly false prophets. That is one of the greatest things I think Jupiter interacting with Neptune, especially mixed up in this moon, it ain't going nowhere because the energy of this moon lasts for 1 year. So those are some of the things. But baby, we got Saturn over there too. And Saturn is like, you doing what? There will be something to constantly be like, it'll be me. What y'all falling for today? What kind of questions did you ask? Y'all better get real. Or whoever in your life does that. For me, that would be my husband. My husband is, I'll never forget, I told him, Craig, I just, it's like I'm just floating out in the sky and I'm loving my life and I'm being this Pisces. And then you come around and it feels like I have a rope on me and you yank me down. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? He was like, Tyra, I ground you. That's Saturn. Saturn is my husband, Craig. Yank. That's what Saturn's doing to us. I'm yanking you like, Yeah, you might have a dream, which is Neptune. You need to be dreaming right now. And you need to have a vision for your dream. That's what we want to do with this new moon. Dream. Now, what's the vision for the dream? And then Saturn is saying, okay, baby, where's that plan? Where's the plan? And then we have Mars over here in Virgo interacting with the moon. We might need to do some troubleshooting. You might come up with one plan, but you're going to have to modify it and make it better because you might start seeing the holes in it. Okay. So that's what Mars is doing, because Virgo is like, Virgo might even be saying to us, Mars and Virgo might be saying to us, okay, I know what you wrote down for your intentions, but like, do you have the lifestyle to actually pull this off? What lifestyle do you need to set up in order to actually make this happen? Virgo is a sign that's about self-care, though. I ain't gonna lie. Virgo is one of the chief signs of self-care. It's definitely something about taking care of your health in this moon that is essential. All right. I will say we do have this very karmic planet here, Uranus, on the 29th degree. So there's some karma that we're gonna be working through. I think it's the karma of self-worth and self-value. Maybe a little karma around for those who struggle to make money or have the resources that you want or need. Yeah, we got to settle up some karma. We got to settle up some karma. What did I say Venus was interacting with? Because I said every planet was. Oh, Venus is interacting with the nodes of the moon. So this moon is potent. It's alive. It's potent. It's hot. It's hot and popping. All right. Okay, let me see what y'all are saying here. Let me drink some water. I walked and sweated, and oh my gosh, I can tell. Idalba, hey, good morning, goddess. How are you? Good to see you. I'm happy you are back here too. Love that, Diza. Your dad is always stretching. Oh, I thought you were saying stretching. He's always stretching himself thin to take care of others. That's Cancerians. And sometimes with a Cancerian, you just got to go grab them and just be like, you ain't going to do this. Go sit down. I will take care of it. Thank you. Yes. Jupiter in Cancer. The whole video is inside of my membership. Yeah. Energy in motion. Yes, emotions, emotions. And so if emotions are energy in motion and we aren't in motion, or I mean, they're not in motion, they're stuck. We got to do something about that. Hello, hello, Maria. I'm on my YouTube channel. That's where most people are coming to since it's not a lot of people watching on Instagrams. So come join us over here, Maria. And you can see, let me take this down right here, Tyra Omilade on YouTube. Okay, let's see here. Yes, names are more significant than most of us realize. They really are. I encourage you to understand your numerology because some of those names they add up to a karmic number. Okay. Okay, good. Empress T. That's the clarity I was looking for when I asked you to speak about Jupiter with this Cancer energy. Yes. Right. Don't buy the lie. Every week, we're going to come here and we're going to do some reality checks. I'm going to need y'all to number one reality check. Are you thinking for yourself? Are you praising somebody? Y'all, I can't get out of studying about this stuff. I don't know why I'm obsessed with it. But yesterday I saw this video and it said something about a fake guru who created a cult and they were actually interviewing the fake guru. I was like, oh, I gotta look. Who has seen Kumari? I'm betting Deezer has. Some of y'all just are ahead of your time. So Deezer knows everything sometimes, it seems like. If well, maybe not because she's younger. If Still Learning was here, I would think Still Learning had heard about this. But there's this movie called Kumari, Kumare. I watched this yesterday, and he was raised up in the Hindu tradition and realized the fallacies within that tradition as he watched the adults practice it. And he decided, he's a filmmaker, that he was going to be a fake guru and prove, that actually all the power lies within you. It's why I like the title Ia. I'm not gonna lie. Ia means, to me, Ia equals great, important responsibility. Operate high level of good character. That's what Ia means to me. Ultimately, I am a spiritual guide to the day I die because I never want to take your power from you. I never want you to think I have more power than you. I don't. But that's what Kumari was about. I don't want to give it away. It was a great video. I mean, a great movie. But I want y'all to understand all these people out here, and it could be in the spiritual space, the health and wellness, personal development, a lot of people in the crypto and real estate, because that's Cancer. Um, it's a lot of people out here talking because of the internet. Talk, talk, talk. One of the reasons I show y'all my qualifications is like I'm gonna show y'all pictures and I will have people come on and vouch for me to say, oh, I was there when she finished and when she crossed. And, you know, I even have a video on here of my teacher talking to me because I want y'all to know I have done the work. But most of us, we don't question. I have been guilty. We do not question these people. But y'all better realize this Neptune in Aries, this is not going to go away even after Jupiter moves on and goes into another sign. Neptune in Aries, we're going to see the rise of all of these people just worshiping this one person. I looked at some of the comments on Kumari and people were like, you were ahead of your time. Like that movie means more now than it did 12 years ago. It may have been a while longer, but I know it's at least 12 years ago that he made this movie. But anywho, every week when we come back here, I'm going to need you to let me know, are you standing in your power? Are you not putting people on pedestals? Please don't put me on a pedestal, because guess what? As soon as you put me on a pedestal, I'm going to put you on a pedestal. Everybody knows I don't play that. Okay. We are all the same. We're all the same. I'm just here. Part of my job is I'm like that spiritual coach. We think about the personal trainers at the gym. I'm like that, but for spirituality. Because we're gonna have human experiences, we're gonna feel lost, we're gonna be frustrated and down and out. And you need somebody to support you. But I'm gonna need for y'all to be asking a lot of questions. And if you go someplace and you question the teacher, you question what's happening, and their people eat you alive, you might have just found yourself a cult. All right. All righty. I know I've been on a rant. So thank y'all. Discernment. Ooh, there we go. There we go, big sis. Discernment is required. Discernment is required. Balance. Oh, yes, from the card. Okay, balance, balance, balance. Neptune is challenging for you. Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you. I'm in the middle of a Neptune transit as we speak. Neptune and Saturn are on my Venus. I had Neptune on my Sun, my Mercury. I had Neptune on my Mercury in 2015, and that almost broke me because I didn't know astrology at the time. It truly was difficult. But once I knew astrology and then saw that it was going to be on my sun sign, I was ready. I was like, that first one taught me a massive lesson. So yeah, Neptune is no joke. Thank you. Yeah, he's hilarious. uh-uh. Nope. 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 Yes, Dark Diza. I did a video on it actually. Let me see if I can find it. If you just go to my YouTube, you'll see it. It's under the video section. It wasn't a live. It was a video upload. Okay. So let me see here. What do I want to do next? So something that I want y'all to do is I want y'all to understand that when we're working with this energy of Cancer, it's a little bit of a softer energy. And so we do want to take the softer way, even though we have these very masculine planets at play with this moon. Cancer still is going to take a softer way. And I guess in a masculine way, it would just be, I'm going to be consistently be soft. I'm not going to give up on, the things that I know I need to do to take care of myself. I'm going to do them no matter what. But we've been talking about the emotions. And so one of the ways to support you in the emotional, because we get this activation, a lot of times people use the word triggered. Then what we want to do is we want to take some deep breaths. And so that's what I want y'all to do now. I want you to we're going to do 3 deep breaths together. And what I want you to do, if you can, is I want you to take your hands and I want you to put the palm on the face. The hand goes underneath the ear so that the thumb is behind the ear. And we're going to do it on both sides. And it's like you're holding your face like you would a precious little child, and just allowing yourself to just feel what's taking place as you hold your face like this, okay? And then we're going to take 3 deep breaths. We'll do that together. You're going to take it long, slow, deep breath in through your nose, and long, slow, deep breath out through your mouth. Working on the vagus nerve. This is part of our new moon work, but we're going to take this into the rest of the year. Long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Long, slow, deep breath out through your mouth. When you feel upset, when you feel beside yourself, this is what I want you to do. Long, slow, deep breath through the nose. Long, slow, deep breath out through the mouth. So one of the best things that we can do, even though cancer is not the nervous system, it is so closely tied to emotions. Um, but what we want to do is to make sure a part of health and wellness, the part of cancer that's about health and wellness that will bring in this vagus nerve is if we don't have that vagus nerve being calm, and a lot of times trauma will keep that vagus nerve activated. It's just like on, because it's like it's not activated. I'm sorry, the vagus nerve is not activated. This sympathetic nervous system is activated, and that's the fight, flight. Let me stay on. Let me keep going. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta protect myself. It's like my little cat used to be looking all around, all looking at 360 as much as it can to protect itself, right? So that will not confer health. When we want health to be conferred, we have to get that vagus nerve turned on because we want that parasympathetic nervous system turned on. And also, the parasympathetic nervous system is how we tapped into the intuition of cancer. Okay. So that's one of the reasons we're going to be doing that. So we're going to activate the vagus nerve. And then I want you to take your hands and I want you to stroke your throat. And you'll see me looking off to the side because I have knees. I have notes. So this again is calming down the nervous system, activating the vagus nerve. That might be some good homework over this next year. Learn about the vagus nerve, use it more. The other thing I want you to do is I want you to take one hand and put it on your arm, right? Like that. And then the other one, and you're going to put it right here on your rib cage and just sit there for a minute, taking some deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. This is Cancer. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm feeling very Cancerian, relaxed, calm, and gets that brain online. But this is also, if the parasympathetic nervous system is not activated, the body cannot heal itself. So it's just so many reasons why we want to make sure we work with this vagus nerve. Okay. Even I needed this reminder because I haven't been doing that. I'm going to write a list of things that I need to do. Okay. So let me see here. Something that I'm going to give you all as an assignment is I want you to create a medicine bag. Okay. During this new moon, I want you to create a medicine bag. We'll call it your Cancerian medicine bag because we can have multiple medicine bags, right? Use whatever bag you can find, just any little bag that you have. Just be easy about it. Don't fret. If you create the bag, that's what matters the most. I wish I had my other one in here because it's like, wow, it goes with me everywhere. It looks a hot mess, but it goes with me everywhere. Maybe you have a tea bag of some sort. And I want you to take all sorts of objects that let's see here. I want you to have one for grounding. What could you put in your bag that represents grounding? I immediately thought about, some type of crystal. I don't know what this crystal is, but some type of crystal because that's Saturn, some type of grounding energy. Maybe another crystal or something that represents Neptune. Neptune is water, but it's also this divine channel, okay? Something mystical. You could create pictures, maybe put a picture of the ocean in there because that's Cancer also. And you have the wisdom of Cancer, of the ocean walking around with you in the medicine bag. Um, Maybe put something in there for like your vision. You could even write down what it is you want to manifest. Put that in the bag. Put something in there that represents bravery, courage. Maybe put a carnelian. What's the other one? Citrine or carnelian? Citrine is really good for, yeah, citrine or carnelian. I'm gonna put those in there for abundance. And also, I feel like citrine is the same as the sun. I don't know for sure, but just thinking about it kind of reminds me of the sun, which the sun is a part of this. And you could put feathers in there. Put a feather that could be Ma'at. Jupiter and Ma'at are the same, so maybe put a feather in there. Oh, that's fun. But that's your assignment. You're gonna make a medicine bag. Also, a lot of times with my medicine bags, I'll take some type of oil and anoint it. Or maybe I anoint everything in there. And you can make the medicine bag and put it on your altar or put it, somewhere spiritual. Every full moon, you could always put it in the full moonlight also. Um, and then this medicine bag is a part of, we're modern day bush women, we're modern day medicine women. So it carries your power. It's really more of like an anchor. It reminds you of what's inside of you. It reminds you of, you know, what energy you're working with. So I think that would be so, so important. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. And the thing that I challenge anybody who needs to learn to be soft with themselves, because I know it's not just Bella, is every day tell yourself when you wake up in the morning, I'm going to go out of my way to be soft with myself at least 3 times today. When I find I'm being hard on myself, I'm going to stop it. That's called a pattern interrupt, because it's just a pattern. It's just a habit that you have, being hard on yourself. So it's like pattern interrupt. Not going to be hard on myself. I'm going to be soft. And then do something to be soft on yourself. Actually do it with the pattern interrupt 3 times every day. You're going to find a way to be soft with yourself. And then before you know it, you'll be soft with yourself every day. Okay. That's a very simplistic way of explaining it. Sometimes we do need, Cardi Key. I don't know if she's still here. I don't know if we sometimes we might need deeper healing work. Okay. But that's just something I'll offer. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to do one more reading for this new moon. Oh no, I decided I wanted to pull the Yemaja card. I just pulled it out of the deck because I thought, you know what, this is definitely one of the goddesses that we can work with at this moon. And I'll tell you what she says in this particular deck. She is a high priestess in this oracle. She's the goddess of awakening. It says Goddess Yemaya controls the ocean, the amniotic fluid that nurtures us before we know ourselves. The healing, loving energy of this Yoruba mother, Orisha, never leaves you. And what she says is, wake up. Awaken now to your true self. Are those tears of joy or sorrow? Let them out. Yea, my Yah swallows your tears. I didn't even remember she said that. And we've been talking about tears today. She also says you are vibrating at a higher frequency, so you see everything differently. This is Goddess Rising. You are waking up. And once you have experienced awakening, you can never go back to not knowing. The path of awakening is not straight, comfortable, or easy. There we go again. You have chosen to lift the veil and have a real relationship with the divine. You didn't come here to transcend this world while you were living in it. You came here to dig into the soil, plant yourself, and grow. Perfect for this moon. This ascension is your divine purpose. And her goddess declaration is, I am receiving and radiating love. Yeah, that I think that South Node, now that I think about it, is also, I mean, not South Node, Chiron. Who's interacting with Chiron? Oh, check this out. So we have Mercury at 28 degrees of Cancer, and we have Chiron at 26 degrees of um, Aries. So I think that there's something mental, some belief, maybe from the family legacy, or maybe somebody said something to you a long time ago, and that it just is sticking with you. And this new moon is kind of like, how do you take that thing that somebody said to you, or that belief that was instilled in you that's holding you back? How do you take it and make it something that's working for you? Or how can you continue to move forward in spite of it? Because that's one lesson age has taught me. I don't need to be healed up. I don't need to be completely healed up. I can do things and feel the pain of doing it. It feels like I don't even know why I'm doing this. Is this making a difference? I can honestly say I felt that way a lot of times with my kids, with homeschooling. I would just be afraid because I didn't know a lot of people before me. I wasn't homeschooled, and it was kind of like just not a lot of people around me. I just didn't have any examples. And, I talked to other mothers who were homeschooling, people who had done it before me, but to say I had actually really seen it from start to finish, no. And I would doubt myself some days, but it was just like I have a vision. And that's how I want y'all to be this next year. I have a vision, I have a purpose. And no matter how painful it feels, I'm going to do it. What is your let me tell you what you need to understand about purpose. You don't need to know this big, great, almighty purpose that, it's like, oh, this big thing that I'm supposed to do in my life. You've been living your purpose all along. You woke up breathing, put your feet on the floor, and you got out and you have done life to the best of your ability. That has been your purpose. You've been living your purpose because you are living. So I want us to not feel like, I always say, it's like you don't have to do Oprah. What's most important is that today, what is your purpose today? If you can't think 1 year out, what's your purpose? What's your purpose over the next 90 days? That's the best way to plan. Over the next 90 days, what's your purpose? All right. Maybe you want to have three: one for your health, one for relationships, one for, oh, here's a good one, something for the home. You get to choose. You choose your own adventure. Okay. But for the next 90 days, what are you working on? All right. So, very good question. Where should we put the medicine bag? Yes. Um, Maybe put it somewhere prominent in the home. That might would be a good thought because we're making this for Cancer. But let's say you're making it, like, for me, this medicine bag, the reason I have such quick access to it is because it's for my business. I created a businesswoman um medicine bag. So I put it here because this is where I work the most. Um, the one that I carry around in my I don't carry a purse. I carry a backpack. So the one I carry in my backpack is the one that goes everywhere with me. The more you can keep the medicine bag on you, near you, you work with the medicine bag, the better. Okay. I believe in putting medicine bags on the body as much as possible. Now I have a little fanny pack thing that I carry that one in because I don't always take my backpack into the store. So I just have it in that little fanny pack. And so, it goes with me everywhere once I leave the house. If you have one for health and well-being, maybe if you go to the gym, It's going to always be in that gym bag. Or, if you have a home gym, put that one in the gym. If that's what this cancer medicine bag is largely focusing on. Now, another thing is, but you got to make sure you're doing something with it. I want y'all to work with these medicine bags. You could potentially put it on the altar, but it needs to be an altar that you visit regularly. All right. Because the medicine bag is largely an anchor. And it's largely a way to remind you of your power. It's like connected to your subconscious mind, so that when you see the medicine bag and when you're carrying the medicine bag on you, it's conferring some type of, is opening and unlocking the power in you. I do believe that the medicine bags, especially, when we take the medicine bag and, we're praying and we're working with, like for me, the one that I carry with me is like, hey, Agun, Agun, ancestors, Ogun, Mars, Herika, Huti. I'm putting your energy in this bag, but I don't want to have to be thinking about being safe. So it's like, I carry that medicine bag on me, and that medicine bag, it has some magic in it. Okay. Maybe I need to learn how to talk about medicine bags more better. But medicine bags are an ancient, they're very ancient. It's an ancient technology, and it's all about helping people stay connected to their power. It's all about connecting to the power within you, but also connecting to the energies on the outside of us. And I don't believe that you need to be getting medicine bags. To me, the best medicine bag you can get is the one that you make. And whatever you want that medicine bag to confer, you calling that energy in, and that energy is walking with you, and it is protecting you, leading you, guiding you, directing you. And so that's why we're putting all these objects, because the objects are anchors. They're our physical representation of, I'm consciously working with this energy. So with that, lovely styles, do you know where you want to put your medicine bag? Or do you need to think more about what is the purpose? Because you can create one for almost anything. I haven't looked at all the new moons for this year, but this is probably the most consequential new moon of the year so far. I have not seen one more powerful than that. And I say that to say, potentially the medicine bag that you create right now could be for the next year. This is your medicine bag of power to do whatever it is that you want to do in your life. So, yeah. Okay. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? I think I'll do one more reading. At first, I wasn't going to do this, and then I thought, well, I pulled out this deck because I said I wanted to do a reading with it, so I'm going to do the reading. But yeah, I want to go back. So thank you, Spirit. I want to go back to that Chiron and that Mercury. That's something that we need to be really thinking about. What limiting belief that got set up a long time ago needs to be released, or I'm just going to do it anyway. I don't need to be healed up for this thing to work for me. Hello. If you are on Instagram, most people aren't hanging out with me here. You can join me on YouTube. Okay. I love it. I'm making it for new moon intentions. Maybe I'll put it in my purse. I love that, because then you're carrying it with you. You're always connected. Love that. Oh my gosh, look at what I pulled. I pulled the card that's on the actual cover of the book. This is my Beyond Lemuria deck. Oh, this is interesting. Let me get to the page, and then I'm going to run. What time? Oh my gosh. I need to see. Oh, okay. I know I had an appointment today, but I was like, I don't remember what the time was. Okay. So this new moon is bringing wisdom called our ancient future. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Wisdom from indigenous peoples. Check this out. Second one. Ancestors holding the keys for the future. Now that sent chills to me. I told y'all we're going to be working with the ancestors a lot. Ancient remembering, bloodlines, how the past affects the future, a time to step up. Timeless power symbols. We just talked about the medicine bag. I feel so affirmed. Activations for powerful shifts. Hold on, this is my brother. I just need to make sure ain't nothing wrong with my dad, y'all. Carl, I'm online. Let me see what Carl said. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to get off in a minute. It says, right now, the legends of Lemurian civilization feel important as the wisdom from this ancient time is relevant. The fall of Lemuria alerts us to the possibility that humanity may face if we live life without respect for the earth. An ancient remembering is emerging. Many of the seed crystals and knowledge they are imbued with are becoming unearthed. All those who can see a better future are not just dreaming. Their hearts and minds are hearkening to the core of earth-based traditions to bring through knowledge that will help shift this paradigm into balance. I'm telling y'all, studying the ancient ways of our ancestors, ancient spirituality. It is said that the Lemurians who survived the fall traveled the planet and ended up in places where inspiring indigenous knowledge far outweighs what Western minds have come to prioritize. The ancient Egyptians, Mayans, Incans, Tibetans, Maoris, indigenous Australians, Hopi, and Nigerians, Yoruba are examples. These ancient knowledge keepers of earth and ethers have been holding the key for a new world. We are being called back to our roots to acknowledge the infinite wisdom available when we drop to our knees in humble receptivity, Cancer. To move gracefully forward, we must first stand in our power for the places, ethics, and conservation of what matters most. When we heal ourselves, we often heal our ancestors also. I say we always heal our ancestors also when we heal ourselves. As illuminated beings ready to make a change in the collective consciousness, we can sometimes take on what seems like more than our fair share of karma. We may be clearing some of the wounds from our ancestors. With this in mind, we can ease through the waves, allowing guidance and empowered perspective to lead us to the greatest good. So this card is imbued with activations for a new paradigm. Bae, I'll see you next year, God is willing, and we're going to be like, it's a brand new world. You are now being showered with blessings in preparation for a transformation. It may be turbulent at times, but you will grow and heal through the coming journey. Partake in activities that help you drop into meditative states as often as possible. Use clearing tools to raise your vibrations and don't get caught up on the destination. Focus on the journey and the experience. You can navigate a situation you have no experience with by being truly present. I've been talking to the a.k.a. ladies about this. Integrity and intuition will be your guide. And I'm going to say that integrity is what we talked about being congruent. All right. Woo, that was universe. That may have been for me to help me feel like, okay, I'm not a crazy lady. And I know what I'm being led to do, say, all that kind of good stuff. So, wowzers. Wowzers. Okay. Nice. Virgo with the Cancer moon. If you want to amplify your medicine mojo bag, use rum or lye, Lye, to feed, activate, and use flannel fabric, preferably red. Thank you. Oh, I like that. Also, sleeping with it helps. I haven't done that, so I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Keita May, Mother Maiden Crone, Wise Woman, Healer, Wild Woman. Okay, y'all, I'm going to run. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's see here. Hey, Kai. She says she's right here with me. Glad to see you, Queen. You are so welcome. Yes. Everyone say hello to Kai. She's on Instagram. Kai is out of Jamaica. She is a powerful woman, yogini, healer, artist. So yeah, so happy to see you over there, Kai. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go on ahead and run and see what in the world is going on that my brother contacted me about. But before I do that, I'm gonna put on some music. Okay. Let me see. I think this one is slow. I'm gonna do this one. I don't want slow right now. Y'all have a wonderful new moon. May your rituals manifest all your wildest dreams in the best, easiest way possible. Even though I know we're gonna have to work a little bit. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Let me see if there are any other comments. Okay. Love y'all.